we're lucky, in our lifetimes, we will get to witness what happens when a group comes together. A group with the same dream, the same passion, the same work ethic. And tonight, we get to witness as that group proves that men's college gymnastics is alive. Every athlete competing tonight was once a young child sitting in the stands at a meet just like this one. They got to watch as the college athletes competed for something bigger than themselves. Since then, every single one of them has fought tooth and nail, wanting, working, and wishing for an opportunity like this. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are live in sunny southern Arizona for the very first Southwest Cup and premier event for the GymACT YouTube channel. We have 7 teams here live on the floor with us, ready to compete in tonight's event. This is going to be a crazy, exciting round of gymnastics. I am so excited to be joined on the call with our very own JP Voiles. He joined me on the Arizona team from 2014 to 2019, and he knows exactly what it means to be on this floor. JP, thank you so much for being here with us.
Of course, Kevin. It's been a pleasure being on the team, and it's an opportunity. It's an honor, actually, to be able to come out here and, narrate this event. This is pretty cool. Haven't been to a college meet in a while, so I'm excited to see what's in store for the evening.
Absolutely. This is going to be a great competition. We've got 7 teams on the floor. We've got Arizona State starting on floor exercise. We then have the Bay Area Bandits starting on pommel horse. Then we're going to be on rings with the Rocky Mountain Mavericks. Starting on vault is going to be, it looks like, I believe KCU and SoCal will be starting on vault, and Washington Huskies will be starting on parallel bars, and the second lineup for Arizona State, the Maroon Team, will be starting on So the teams just did their march-ins. We've got our cameras getting turned on live, and we are getting ready for this competition. There's going to be some great things going on. The Huskies starting on P-bars is definitely something we're going to want to watch, and we're going to be watching for sticks. The new GymACT code really rewards stuck landings in clean gymnastics, so that's what we're going to keep an eye on here tonight. Teams are just getting going. We're sitting tight, getting our cameras all set up. We've got one, once we get going, JP and I will turn our cameras off, let you guys just enjoy some great gymnastics here in the venue. Each camera is going to be covering 3 events. One of them is going to be covering vault, P-bars, and high bar, and the other one's going to be covering floor, horse, and rings. You're going to be able to watch every single routine live and large right here on the GymACT YouTube channel. Ladies and gentlemen, please take a moment, if you haven't already, to make sure you like and subscribe to the GymACT YouTube channel. We have our premier events coming up that will only be streamed through this YouTube channel. You don't want to miss it. So the guys have finished their warm-up. They've been here for about an hour and a half at this point, and they're going to be getting their 2-minute one-touch real fast. So they're going to take 2 minutes, just reassociate themselves with the equipment, and then they'll be locked and loaded for the first round of competition. JP, as a former college athlete, what's going through your head at this point, right? You just finished warm-up. You know, you're already kind of tired. Most of these guys have been here an hour and a half already. How did you stay focused? How did you stay in the game at this point?
You know, being a former college athlete, it was more of trying to think of how long can I wait to have time to warm up. It was kind of a backwards idea, but I felt like if I was able to warm up a little later for my event, I was able to stay warmer longer and just, you know, mentally keep myself in the game for that. You know, sometimes it didn't work, and sometimes you got to change the plan and you got to change how you work out and warm up. But, you know, it brings back memories. It's exciting to see, you know, a fresh era of gymnastics. I mean, last time we competed here, there was a lot less, but, you know, gymnastics is growing. It's exciting to see the sport grow, and it's only going to continuously grow.
Absolutely, and that's one of the big things we're going to talk a lot about tonight is just the growth. GymACT is up to 14 teams. Biggest it's ever been was 16, and unfortunately we did lose a couple, but we also have 2 brand new teams in the works. We're going to talk a lot about them over the next couple of weeks and the premieres. We have one out of Wisconsin called the Wisconsin Flippers, and we have one coming to us from South Carolina, the South Carolina Airmen. They're what we call probationary teams or starter teams. It just means that they're getting their funding together, and they're proving to the GymACT board that they can stick around. They're going to be around for a while. We had a team last year called Indy-Ohio. It's a combined conglomerate team from Indiana and Ohio that were a starter team last year, got full funding, got everything prepped. They're fully in the league, and man, oh man, are they coming out strong. So they're going to be one throughout the next couple of weeks we're going to keep an eye on. But right here in the venue, the big news story is going to be the Kansas City Twisters. They're competing under what we call our small team format. GymACT has 2 different formats we're going to talk about a little bit later. But teams that are a little bit smaller, don't have as many members on the team, are actually going to compete 3-up, 3 count. Everybody else is competing 5-up, 4 count. So, JP, let's talk about that a little bit. What's the pressure difference in a scenario where you know you got to hit all 3 routines versus you've got one in the back pocket that you can drop?
I mean, it's a double-edged sword because, you know, you're playing a dangerous game of how consistent can your guys be as they're going through their routines. You know, what's the training looking like leading up to the competitions? What's their body feeling like? It's a tough one, but I think it's going to be exciting. You know, if the teams that are putting up 3-up, 3 count are going to be showing solid sets, the guys that have the opportunity to miss might want to watch their back because that leaves a bigger room for error on their part, allowing the guys 3 for 3 to just come in and clean sweep. But again, it's an open book. Who knows?
Absolutely, and I love that GymACT did that they created a way for starter teams to be competitive at the national championships in the middle of May in Salt Lake City. We're going to see the 3-up, 3 count teams using what's called the small team format. It's really, really important to understand that doesn't mean they're a small program, doesn't mean they're a small team. It just means that they are using that format. So these GymACT teams have to qualify to their Eastern and Western Conference championships. From there, they have to qualify in the format they want to compete at Western. So even Arizona, biggest program there is, most established program, they've been around for forever, even Minnesota, they could use a 3-up, 3 count format if they choose. So that's a really, really key thing to remember. But anyone that's got a full 15-man roster really is going to be using that 5-up, 4 count because, like you said, JP, sometimes it's nice to just have one in the bank where you put 4 events or 4 kids up and they all hit, 4 guys up and they all hit, and then you just let your last guy go buck wild and see what happens. You know, you can risk it for the biscuit a little bit. So, all right, we're going to go ahead and turn off our cameras because these guys are done with their warm-ups. They are locked and loaded, and they are ready to go. So, ladies and gentlemen at home, you should have a nice clean view of what we're rocking on. Looks like we're going to be starting on floor. And on floor, this should be Carter Phillips from Arizona State's gold team. Let's see what he's got. All right, here we go. First pass, opening pass. What do we got? Huge double back.
Come on, Carter!
Second pass. Double tuck.
Good!
That's a big old stick right there. On vault, SoCal United coming in with a clean cause, small hop.
Come on, Carter!
Nice clean floor set here. Huge connection pass. That is tricky.
Come on, Carter! Finish up!
Here we go. This should be the dismount, JP. Let's see what we got here. Do we find a stick?
And there it is.
Let's go!
Nice big back double full. We're on parallel bars with Washington. All right, up on pommel horse. Should be Alexi from Bay Area right here on pommel horse. Nice big stuck front full there from Washington. And Bay Area hitting strong. We're coming to rings with Ethan Zedek from Rocky Mountain. JP, let's see what he's got for us right here. All right, we've got Quinn up on the high bar from the Arizona's Maroon Team.
Come on, Quinn!
Very nice front uprise on rings. Nice solid iron cross there from Rocky Mountain. Big release right here on high bar. Strap. Great turnover. Pushing the giant out over the top.
Nasty Yamamaki over on rings.
Big dismount. Small step on the landing.
Dismount on rings. A beautiful stuck dismount.
Very nice full twisting double back off still rings there. All right, on parallel bar, or sorry, up on vault. Right there on vault, that should have been Morgan Stump from SoCal. Up on floor, this should be Sean Demirius.
Sean's got some sticky feet.
And that's what you like to see, JP. It's so easy to give up so many points just from not sticking your landings.
The gymnastics can be clean. It's the landings that come up at the end.
Absolutely, especially on floor exercise, there's a minimum of, there's at least 4 landings. If you take a 3/10 hop on each one of them, you're down over a point right there. See what he's got, see if he can find his feet right here.
Huge double tuck.
Very large, just a big step there on the dismount. It's the only bummer. But overall, very nice. And it's very interesting to see the routine construction as GymACT and the FIG have different rules. Some of these guys have opted to keep the multiple salto dismount, which means they have to do 2 flips just in their dismount. So very, very difficult, very, very tricky, but they put it up very well. All right, we are on pommel horse with SoCal, and this is Albert Chang. On parallel bars, this should be Riley Lineman. Keep an eye on that parallel bar camera. Riley's been throwing down for Washington for a very long time. This is going to be a fun routine to watch.
Nice to tan. Little fit.
Wow.
A little bit of a fight.
But a great fight back to handstand there. Diamondov just a little past the handstand. See what he's got here. Big dismount, big back double pike. Just some stumbles. Very nice routine from Washington.
Very clean routine from Washington.
On high class with the Sun Devils. Runner, 10.
Let's go, little bro. Come on, Connor.
This is Connor Cope on high bar for the Sun Devils.
Yep.
Nice Verona, nice and clean. Missing the handstand there. It's really important on high bar to hit your handstands.
Quick here.
Angles are everything up there.
Good.
Beautiful endo.
Beautiful, Connor.
Right up for that last one, though.
Nice. Very nice Stalter work. Small step on the dismount, but that was a strong routine for the Sun Devils. That was Dylan Schaefer on vault for SoCal. Albert Chang jumping on the horse for Bay Area. Bay Area is one of the teams that we're going to really watch because they've got a really interesting recruiting model. Some of these guys have retired from other teams. Some of them are actually NC2A athletes that lost eligibility due to new rules, and they are just out here competing, so their lineup changes constantly. So you just never know what you're going to see from Bay Area. And this right here is a big pommel horse set, traveling all the way across, getting up to that dismount. Unfortunately, you see him kick off the horse, which is going to be a big deduction, but other than that, great routine for the Bay Area Bandits.
I like the Bay Area Bandits team model. It allows a lot of room for guys to find that team camaraderie that they weren't able to find what they were looking for.
Absolutely, and that's one of the great things about GymACT is GymACT is here to provide opportunities more than anything else, and that's what they did. I actually happen to know that one of the guys is an NC2A athlete that lost his eligibility due to a rule change, not anything he did wrong, but just needed to compete, looking for some opportunities, and head coach William Pierce worked with GymACT. They're still in school, so they're competing GymACT for this season until their eligibility comes back, and then they'll be back on the Stanford lineup. So we're going to see some big gymnastics from Bay Area. Bay Area also holds, to my knowledge, the largest skill ever competed in GymACT. It was a peach back tuck to upper arm. Competed last year at at GymACT Nationals. I've seen videos of it. I've heard rumors of it. I've never seen it live. Somebody told me he was competing. I was like, no way. Nope, that's not real. And then he popped it off. I almost threw my headphones across the room. It was so cool. Trevor Ruggieri jumping up on parallel bars for Washington. JP, let's keep an eye there. This is Caleb Demurst for Rocky Mountain. Big back upright straddle plunge to a straight plunge for Rocky Mountain.
Beautiful Healy over on P-bars.
Washington has always been known for their P-bar lineup.
Connected to a Diamondov. Nice. Very clean. The line work at this routine is amazing.
Rocky Mountain bringing in a big full twisting double tuck.
Ooh, just a little short on that back uprise hand.
Ashley.
Does look like we might have a Husky down. That dismount came in really short. Coaches are there. He's up on his feet. That's what you want to see. Robbie Taylor up on high, along with Evan Lacey on floor. Robbie's a local Arizona kid. Really nice body lines. Extremely quick twitch. Let's see what he's got here as he comes to the end of the set.
Beautiful stuck double back dismount.
And another for Arizona on high bar. That was back-to-back double tuck stuck dismounts. That was insane. Alexander Trent coming in hot on vault.
Those are the kind of landings you want to see back to back.
Absolutely. That's how you get a team hyped up right there. Very nice laid out Kazumatsu from SoCal. This is Victor from Bay Area on pommel horse. Nice, clean routine right there.
Those routines are nice to see every once in a while. You know, the consistency, the cleanliness, the ability to get on and get off and still have a great set.
Absolutely. And, you know, as we've learned, you know, sometimes that cleanliness beats the high difficulty, because if you've only got a 13-0 start value and the guy behind you has a 14-0 start value, but they can't do it in a 9-0 execution and you can, you're going to end up beating them. So sometimes that super clean gymnastics in a 4-up 5 count scenario, you know, you put up, you know, your first guy or two should be a clean hit with a safety score, and then you can kind of go crazy. Drake Meisel up on parallel bars for Washington. Oh. That was a peach, or sorry, it was a drop cast half. That was cool.
I've never seen that before.
Jackson Crow and up on rings for Rocky Mountain. Wow. Peach. Big.
Let's go, Jackson!
Nice double tuck dismount for Washington off P-bars with a small hop.
Rocky Mountain, get ready to dismount right here. Ooh, interesting. Looks like he might have fallen forward out of that handstand, but I really can't tell if that was a cover. It was beautiful. Back.
Oh, wow.
Ryan Gresby on high bar. Big Tkachev there for the Sun Devils.
Dylan! Come on, Del.
Dylan Jones taking to the floor for Arizona State.
Double front side pass as a mount.
That's just a flex. That's what that is.
Impressive.
Coming in hard
Come on, Del. Bring it
short
on.
of
for SC United, Alexander Kortnick.
It's good to see when these athletes, you know, make a mistake, to how quickly they can recover. You know, it's also important to be able to make that quick decision that allows them to recover quickly and bring back that, you know, that extra
Come on, Dylan.
Absolutely. I talk about it all the time. I think that's one of the hardest things to do. I call it mitigation. You know, you fall, you take that full point deduction, and in the heat of the moment, you've got to just be able to handle it. That's what we saw on rings there from Rocky Mountain. I, honest to goodness, have no idea if that was a fall. But he came through, he covered it up, and minimized deductions. You know, a point fall comes down to maybe a 3/10 of one change. Fantastic. Ryan Edmondson on pommel horse for Bay Area.
Another very clean routine from the Bay Area.
All right. So we got here. We're waiting for Rocky Mountain Mavs to take to the rings with Cody Myers. And next up on parallel bars from the Husky is going to be Alexander Agate. Alexander's another strong competitor for the Huskies on parallel bars, so we're going to keep a close eye on him. This head-to-head competition is really exciting to watch, and to be honest, it's really fun to commentate because there's so much going on. And just so everybody at home knows, there's a full session of about 60 level 10 girls in the other half of this arena. So there's some big gymnastics being done all over the place. Hey, this is fun. Nice big laid out Kazumatsu with a hop backwards. Very nicely done. Again, there are 3-up, 3 count. Looks like it was Chase Musman.
Rocky Mountain Mavs are taking to the rings.
Come on, Omar!
This is Omar high bar for the Sun Devils. They're on. There's that end or start
Omar!
talking about.
Center. Action.
Good pirouette action there. High bars coming in for a dismount. Big double. I'll stop back. And we'll tag it right here. We're going to keep an eye. The parallel bars.
Up on floor. Center. Center.
Oh. Hunter Fletching up on floor for the Arizona State
Come on,
lineup.
Flex! Get up. Come on.
Big double front pike. To a handspring double front.
Two real big passes right out of the gates. Alexander Agate getting ready to get back up on parallel bars. Again, this is so hard. When an athlete comes down like that, he has 30 seconds to get his head back together, to curb his emotions, to mitigate the result on parallel bars. That was Braden Mann on vault for KCU. Big double front with small. Way to get back up. Just keep and mitigate that 1 point fall.
Hey,
Big
good
double
job.
Arabian. However, another fall. But it's okay. You know, these are the kind of things that you have to learn from as you are a college athlete, because it's not easy. You have to juggle not only your athletics, but you also have to juggle your academics and then your social life and your job. And at that point, it does take a toll. But these guys are coming out swinging with all of that stuff still in mind.
Absolutely. We're on horse with William Pierce, also the head coach of the Bay Area Bandits. This guy has been competing forever. JP, I don't know if you knew this, but he was part of the original SC United team when you and I went out there.
Him.
And he is still out here throwing down.
I am surprised. I haven't seen him in a while, but it is good to see that he's still keeping, the dream alive out there.
On high bar, this is Jack Miller from the Sun Devil lineup. Big straddles coming. Winding up for a dismount. See what we got here. Oh, getting into that start. Gavin Robbie here on rings from Rocky Mountain.
Back for a straight plunge to bounce cross.
On vault from KCU.
Beautiful backup right
Joshua
hand.
Ludi.
By Gavin over here on rings.
Rocky Mountain is definitely building, and they're coming out stronger and stronger every year. It's so good to see. All right, we're winding down the first rotation here. We're looking at Pommel Horse with the Bay Area Bandits. And their last up guy is going to be Andrew Kirshner.
Up on Washington. Jack Miller.
All right, on parallel bars here with the Huskies, this is going to be Jack Miller. And I apologize if our microphones are cutting out. Somebody went ahead and messaged me that they are. We're trying our best. Unfortunately, the issue is it actually gets so loud in this arena. We are sitting on the floor, and so too loud is going to hurt you guys' ears at home, and so it ends up cutting our mics out. I do apologize if that happens. We're doing our best with it, but there's some great gymnastics going on here, and one of the things I will hope you guys at home can hear is the team camaraderie and how loud and how bought in these guys are to each other's gymnastics. So that almost wraps it up for the first rotation. We're waiting for our final athlete right here on Pommel Horse from the Bay Area Bandits. Right after that, we're going to check out a quick scoring video to talk some more about floor exercise and some very uncommon deductions some don't know. All right, we're with Bay Area Bandits, Andrew Kirshner, right here on the Pommel Horse. And again, here comes the hard part. How do you get it back together right here to be able to make up for that big 1-point fall?
It also boils down to, did they get credit for the skill, and are they going to have to repeat it? You know, there's a lot of factors that go into play when it comes to picking back up where you fell on a routine.
Push. Good.
That's a solid dismount from Andrew. Way to pick back up for his
This
team.
concludes our first rotation. Athlete, please rotate to event 2.
All right.
Mark big pommel anchor.
All right, we've got we have a guest on with us super fast.
Cav, what's going on, my friend?
No, this is the joined by head coach the Arizona, or sorry, of the Tabor. Coach Tabor.
It was a decent start. We had one fall, but first event, you know what I'm saying, Cav? So it's nice to be here. It's nice to have you supporting GymACT and all the great things you do in gymnastics land. But I got a challenge for you, bro. We're heading to vault next. Are we allowed to gamble on this this site?
Hey, man, we can do whatever we want.
All right, here's my prediction. I think we're in 4th place. I'm going to throw $100 that we're going to be in 1st place after the second event. Can you take that challenge?
I'll take.
Okay, because I know you got
Slow
ASG.
down.
All right, here's what we're doing, bro. $100 we're making a move on vault. That's Tabor Time Live.
Right here, folks.
All right, boys
Let's see
and
if
girls.
Looking really excited for that second rotation. Your first event. Good luck on your second
All right,
one.
brother. Talk to you guys later.
All right, that was head coach of the Rocky Mountain program, Coach Tabor, coming in, throwing down a huge challenge for the Rocky Mountain Mavs to jump from 4th to 2nd. All right, real quick, while these guys are doing their 2-minute one-touch, we're going to go ahead and check out a quick video on how floor exercise is scored.
Floor exercise is an action-packed cardiovascular draining sprint. These athletes only have 75 seconds to perform as much difficulty as they possibly can, ranging between 4 element groups or types of skills. Normally, a gymnast will begin their routine with 2 or 3 difficult high-flying acrobatic elements from Group 2, or forward tumbling, and Group 3, which is the backward tumbling element group. Then normally catch their breath with a skill or 2 from element group 1, which is a non-acrobatic element group. After these skills, gymnasts normally pack 1 or 2 more tumbling passes, ending with an acrobatic element, counting as their group 4 or dismount element. There are some strange things judges deduct on this event that most fans may not know about. If an athlete stands in the corner prior to a tumbling pass greater than 2 seconds, the judges deduct points from their execution score. Also, if a gymnast's performance lasts longer than 75 seconds, the judges deduct. This is normally signaled by a bell that dings once at 65 seconds and twice at 75 seconds when the deduction occurs. Also, each athlete has to use the entire area provided, meaning they have to use both diagonals and transition between the two during the routine, making contact with each corner of the floor.
All right, hopefully that helps some of our viewers learn a little bit more about floor exercise. I do have a couple of quick updates to that video. I haven't had time to go back through and update it with the new code, but group 4 is actually single salto with multiple twists. So that means that an athlete has to complete a single flip with multiple twists. Okay, group 1 is still the same, and actually now they have to complete a single leg balance element for FIG. However, GymACT did decide to take that out. So we are back in rotation 2. So we're going to go ahead, turn our cameras off, let you guys watch some great gymnastics right here. We have the Sun Devils on floor with Connor Kep, and the Arizona State will be headed to Palm Horse. Bay Area Bandits is headed to Rings. Rocky Mountain Mavs are on vault. KCU and SC United are on parallel bars, and Washington is headed to high bar. That's going to be a great rotation to watch. We are on floor exercise right now with Connor. Connor showing off that group 1, that strength element, that's non-acrobatic. Braden Mann from KCU taken to the parallel bars. Remember, we're going to keep a close eye on that vault camera, see how Rocky Mountain Mavs, who are now sitting in third, see if they can climb all the way to second. On Pommel Horse with Arizona State, this is Nicky Franz. He's somebody that we keep a close eye on these streams. He is absolutely the embodiment of dynamite comes in small packages. Incredibly powerful, extremely fast athlete. And up on parallel bars from SCU, this is Alexander Trent.
Huge double back by Alexander from SCU.
Nicky traveling up. Very nice. Zach Murray from Washington on high bar. Very nice pirouette work, finding that handstand. Lining up for something big. This is going to be a salto over the bar. Kovacs to a clean catch. Lining up for a big dismount.
Nice.
That's
laid
a stick
out.
for Washington.
Double lay stick for Washington. We've got William Pierce over on rings.
This is going to be a good ring routine watch. Rocky Mountain on vault. Big Kazumatsu looks like he hops out of bounds. Going out of bounds is a 3/10 deduction, but overall, solid vault from Rocky Mountain Mavs. William Pierce on rings. Big front 1.5. Very rare dismount, but done extremely well. Brandon Bertoni up on floor exercise for the Sun Devils. We're waiting for Joshua from SCU to take to the parallel bars. Nice non-acrobatic there. Believe it or not, that press handstand that is so difficult is actually a breathing element. It's where they get to catch their breath. All right, should be a dismount right here from Brandon on floor from Arizona State. Very nice floor routine there, just working on those landings. All right, Zachary Litwin from Arizona State, ready for Palm Horse. Keep an eye on this guy. This is a big Palm Horse routine right here. He's up early in the lineup, which is a little surprising. But let's see what Zach has for us here on the leather. Yeah, the crowd behind him. He's definitely a crowd favorite. A lot of people in this arena know his name, fighting to stay on.
Beautiful save by Sack.
Oh, okay. You notice he's not going to move. He's waiting for Coach Brian to come over. I don't think he received credit for that, JP. What do you think?
I don't think they're going to give him credit. That's a hard fight to say, but it would be better to repeat it. Make sure that
Absolutely.
for that.
Interesting thing about the event that you are allowed to repeat the dismount if you do not receive credit. So Zach did not receive credit, and when he jumped up and just fought his heart out to find that dismount. They give him credit for that one and take the fall. We are on rings with the Bay Area Bandits, and this is Christian Reynolds. Ethan Zenek on vault. Penko back full. Very nice landing. SCU putting up a nice Diamond to Stutz. It's difficult. We got two guys up right now. This is Riley Lineman on a high bar from Washington. Washington coaches did tell us they've been putting in a lot of work on high bar, so that's where they want us to watch. Up on floor exercise for the Sun Devils. This is Corey Kaufman, and this is a fun one, JP. We both got the opportunity to coach this young man as a junior, and now we get to talk all about his floor exercise as a college athlete.
It is inspiring to see, an athlete that you and I not only had the opportunity to coach, but also got to see grow up, become a college athlete. It's not something you get to see or hear about very often.
Absolutely. Big layout, full out from Riley back there on high bar with just a 310 step. Overall, another solid performance for the Huskies on high bar. Corey. All right, we're on Pommel Horse, Arizona State. This is Sammy Walker. Up on parallel bars, KCU, big double pike. I don't believe that was his competitive routine. I believe KCU is still warming up. All right. It's one of those hard things at the moment. If you're Sammy standing there on those pommel horse mats, you're just excited, you're ready to go, but the judges are doing what we call icing him out. Not intentional. They're just taking their time to judge that last routine from Zach. And JP, as an athlete, what goes through your head right now?
Sometimes it's the nerves. It's the what's taking them so long. But at the same time, it falls under they can take a little longer.
Another big vault from Rocky Mountain. And this is so hard because most of these guys have a pretty well set standard for their mental preparation. And when you fall out of that rhythm because the judges are taking for a little while, the longer than you thought, it's so mental. But Sammy's clear, he's up, and here we go. We're on Palm Horse with Arizona State's Sammy Walker.
Up
on high bar, Drake Menzel from Washington. Some great gymnastics. Sammy is absolutely flying. JP, I have to stop talking about pommel horse. I can't tell you how many times I've thrown the attention to the pommel horse lineup because I thought they were cooking and they come off the horse. I'm a curse. I'm done talking about pommel horse.
You just got to look away. You just got to let it happen. That's It's one of those things you want to catch it off. You want to catch it out of the corner of your eye.
All right, Bay Area on rings, throwing down strong. You know, JP, I think I'm just done commentating Paul Morse. I'm going to let you have that one.
And like that, Sammy finishes that routine off really well.
Absolutely. Rocky Mountain, very nice giant work. Right to handstand, staying completely free of those straps. Big front fold to a stick. Wow, Bay Area does know how to do those front dismounts very, very well.
Finding those landings where they need it.
SCU up on parallel bars. This is Morgan Stump. Big dismounts there from SCU. Just a small stumble back, but overall great set on floor exercise. This is Robbie Taylor.
Very nice lay fold connection pass.
Rocky Mountain bringing in another vault. Laid out 1.5 on vault. That was Evan McGrath. And JP, right now it looks like I might owe Tabor $100 because vault runs a little fast. They have all their vaults in, so they've got the highest score right now. They are sitting in first place now. No one else has as many scores in, so we'll have to see if Rocky Mountain can hold. We'll have to see if I made $100 today or if I'm going to end up owing Coach Tabor 100.
It's that double-edged sword we were talking about earlier.
Robbie, big back double full. Oh, I thought that was his dismount. What has he got here?
Huge double back with a little step.
Xander Agate taking it to the high bar for the Huskies. This is another fun routine we're going to want to keep an eye on. Big Yamawaki over the top. Mixed grip. Wow. Chev, when was that? High bar. Dustin Smith from Arizona State taking to the leather. This is one we're going to want to watch. Two great routines. Layup. Stop. Dylan Schaefer, SC United. I love horse. Very nice. Right here. State. Big double back stick. Is heating up.
As these teams are starting to find their momentum, it's starting to show, you know, the hard work that they put into these routines, the consistency and that drive towards that, you know, 3 up 3 count versus 4 up 3 count.
Swing the bank. Appreciate it. First down, Alex Chapman. Ryan and Washington, Central, routine. And on court, the defender, Mountain Mavs.
Double A with a little bit of a step. Just a little short on that double back.
Safety. Unavailable. 6, bang.
What a solid set for ASU.
Down one base. Over the Bay Area Benedict, Selkirk, Chang.
Back up rise. Malt to bounce across. Nice tack, GymACT.
Next time, bye-bye. Anyway. On the floor, Sun Devil, squeaking, balloon. Unavailable. Just stop.
Nice double A dismount for Washington off high bar.
Arizona State, Central, Lexington.
What a beautiful recovery.
Athletes, we have one last competitor in this rotation. Unfavorable. Kingston, Bronson. You may now rotate to your third competitive event.
Pommel horse is probably the most misunderstood event in men's gymnastics. I mean, honestly, we looked at a loaf of bread and said, let's make it huge and put handles on it. Let's see if we can help fix that. It can take 10 years or more for these athletes to master the most basic skill on pommel horse, the circle. This event is a brutal exercise in precision, coordination, and determination. These routines are built using skills from 4 element groups. Group 1 is single leg swings and scissor work. Element group 2 is the circling element group. Group 3 is all traveling elements. And, as it is on every event, Group 4 is the dismount element group. Some of the stranger deductions most may not know include things such as the skew deduction. During a traveling element, if the athlete's shoulders do not remain square to the body of the horse during the element, the judges deduct. Athletes must touch all 3 sections of the apparatus during the routine. During any Group 1 or scissor work, the athlete's toes must rise above the height of their ears, or it's a deduction. Even though pommel horse is misunderstood, after years of dedication to skills that look extremely simple and fighting through some of these strange deductions, when a pommel horse routine comes together and it's just what the team needed at just the right moment, it can be absolutely mesmerizing.
All right. All right, I'm getting a thumbs up from JP. I apologize. For some reason, my microphone disconnected, it sounds like there. So I think we got some really awkward silences. I am so sorry for the technical difficulties. JP, you can hear me now, right?
I can hear you a lot better now.
Awesome. Hopefully everyone at home does. Thank you so much for anybody that hops on those comments. Lets me know if there's any issues wrong with the stream. We'll do my best to fix them as quick as we can. So sorry for everybody at home. Sounds like we got some awkward pauses there in that last rotation. The athletes just finished their second time warm-up. Third time warm-up. We're already in our third rotation. So in rotation 3, the exciting gymnastics we can look forward to. Washington taking to the floor. Sun Devil lineup taking to the Palm Horse. Arizona State taking to the Still Rings. Bay Area headed to vault. Rocky Mountain Mavs coming to parallel bars. KCU and SC United going to the high bar. All right, and again, we're going to turn our cameras off so you guys can see as much as possible. We're with Riley Lineman on floor exercise. JP has the call.
Beautiful opening double front, just a little short on the landing.
Christian Reynolds from Bay Area coming in hot on vault. Nice big souffle, just a low landing. Liam Matson going to the parallel bars for Rocky Mountain. Santiago jumping up on high bar for SC United.
Huge double front dismount for Rocky Mountain. It's just hard to find those landings on a double front.
Absolutely. That's why they're valued so high. You're completely blind coming into the floor. Washington dismounting with just a tiny scoot back, but other than that, very solid set for Washington there. Noah Campbell on Palm Horse for the Sun Devils. Nice circle, little pike in the hips. There's that dismount all the way through handstand. Very nice. All right, this is Evan Lacey from Arizona State. Ryden Edmondson on vault from Bay Area. And on high bar from SC United, this is Morgan Stump. On parallel bars with Rocky Mountain, this is Cody.
Huge dismount for ASU.
And as you guys can hear in the background of our live stream here, the crowd gets into these dismounts. We are on parallel bars with Cody Myers from Rocky Mountain Mavs.
Double pike off P's coming up a little short, but Washington opened with a huge double pike over on floor.
Andrew Kirshner with a big vault there from Bay Area. There's a low landing there from from Zach Murray from Washington, but he's handling it. Morgan Stump here on high bar for SC United.
Beautiful stoop through over on floor. It's funny that you said that that's their breathing moment when you watch them do stuff like that.
It truly is, even though it looks like it may kill you. They really is. That's where they get to catch their breath because this is just such a cardiovascular draining sprint. Nice pirouette angles there on high bar from SC United. Very nice tucked full out called a Sukahara. The small step. All right, this is Vivek from Sun Devils taken to the pommel horse. Vivek. It's the area. Jacob Krebs taken to the parallel bars for the Mavs. Vivek's got some great travel work here for the Arizona State, or sorry, for the Sun Devil lineup.
And a front twisting dismount off P-bars for Rocky Mountain Mavs. It's not a dismount you see very often off P-bars these days.
That's very true, but the Mavs do it very well. I think they've got a handful of them in their lineup. All right, taking to the rings with Carter Phillips from Arizona State. Very nice front uprise. It's a low-valued skill in the sport of gymnastics, but extremely difficult. Oh, that was a save. It's a piked version of Yamawaki JP and I were talking about earlier. It's called the Jonathan when it's done in the pike position. Fighting for that handstand. Very nice save on for Bay Area Bandits. Strong area. On high bar, we have Alexander Trent from SC United. Bradley Stroud on floor from Washington. This is going to be an exciting routine to watch.
Opening pass with a back 2.5 to layout connection pass.
It's extremely difficult. It gives a 1/10 upgraded value. Another very unique non-acrobatic to V hold. Legs are completely vertical to the ceiling. That was very well done from Bradley Stroud. Ethan Zenek on parallel bars from Rocky Mountain. Very nice stutz to handstand from Rocky Mountain on parallel bars.
And a stock double back double full for Bradley Stroud on floor.
Very nice. Washington going hard. Rocky Mountain put up a Suarez, that back flip of the half in between the bars. Brandon Batoni on pommel horse for the Sun Devils. Big double front. Low landing, but keeps it under control with just a hop backwards. Looking for Isaiah on rings from Arizona State. And we're watching Dylan Schaefer from SC United on the high bar. Nice vault catch there. It's that piked release over the bar. Little struggle in the pirouette. Makes the right choice, takes an empty swing, and just jumps down. It's a full point fall. But sometimes, JP, if you keep fighting too hard, you end up losing too much more than a point as you go through the routine.
And that's the beauty of gymnastics. Sometimes as you're going through these events, you got to pick your battles. Sometimes you got to pick your wars.
Absolutely, and I think he made a right call there. You could see in the pirouette, the arm was bent, the angle wasn't great. He was fighting hard, but he just knew the next two giants out were going to take more than a point in deduction. So he just did the right thing, came down, checks in with Coach Andrew, gets He's getting left. He's taking the rings with Isaiah. Pike
Beautiful
walkie,
pike.
connected to a tuck.
Correct. Beautiful. Beautiful.
Strong handstand shape from Isaiah. From the Mavericks. Oscar taken to the floor for the Huskies. Huge double back from parallel bars for the Mavericks. Big fall on floor there. Front double full, ended up sideways on it. It looks like he's okay, and he's going to keep fighting for his team right here with the Huskies on floor. Huskies fighting hard on floor. JP, like we were talking about earlier, it's so hard once you make a mistake to just keep your head moving forward in the routine like that right there.
And sometimes you need those teammates on the side to help pick you up.
Absolutely. That is the greatest thing about college gymnastics, I think, is no matter what happens, you've got your team around you to keep on fighting. We are with Quinn from the Sun Devils on Pommel Horse. SC United, Andrew Tong Fei there on Pommel Horse, up for the dismount. That's a strong. SC United putting up some great in-bar work there, coming in for Tkachev. Huge, massive straddle Tkachev there on high bar from SC United.
A little bit of a flying giant in there.
Love it.
Nice quaffs.
Hitting those handstand angles. Hunter Fletching taking to the still rings for Arizona State. Big dismount from SCU.
Beautiful cross on rings.
To one of my favorite skills ever, that was called a keki on still rings. Beautiful giant work.
Beautiful handstand work on rings too. And a one. Everything on that routine was just clean.
It was absolutely mesmerizing to watch. Just such pretty gymnastics, and that's what judges are looking for. Judges don't want to drain their pen, you know. So that was very, very well done from Hunter. Xander Agate from Washington on floor. Been keeping an eye on him all night. This is an athlete definitely worth watching.
Double front with a little bit of a step.
Nice clean back layout. Big back 2.5. Coming into his non-acrobatics here. Showing off that flexibility. Oh, gee, was that a double ding on floor? Are we overtime?
I think that was
Oh, it was only
one.
a single, okay. All right. Chase Musman on high bar for Kansas City. And Connor from Sun Devils on the horse. KCU, big straddles Kochev over there on high bar. Nice Tong Fei there on horse from the Sun Devils, and he's up. You can definitely tell who the home crowd is, JP.
Let's go, Nikki!
All right, on rings. This guy is strong.
Beautiful Maltese.
Breathe, you got it!
To another beautiful straight plunge. This is nuts.
What?
He's just a powerhouse.
Beautiful giant work.
Keeping the rings as still as possible.
Nikki must be protecting some kind of an injury there to have a ring routine like that just hops down. So clearly protecting some kind of an injury, but man, that was mesmerizing and how clean it was. We're on floor with Jack Miller. On high bar with Braden Mann, KCU. All right, KCU winding up for a dismount here. Big double back with just a small step. Love seeing these guys out here putting up a team on the college arena. All right. That was Jack Miller from Washington. We are waiting for one more on the still rings. Oh, and I apologize, we still have one more on a high bar. So this is going to be Sammy Walker from Arizona State, another local Arizona kid right here on the still rings. And then we are going to watch Joshua from ECU on high bar as our final two competitors of rotation number 3. All right, Joshua up on high bar for KCU. Beautiful kip hand pirouette right in that handstand like JP was talking about earlier. High bar is all about angles, and Joshua definitely understands that. JP, I don't think I've seen him spin that well since you do
I was
it.
about to say, I don't think I've seen a full turn that well in a while.
Big double
On
back.
his feet. Beautiful. Very clean routine. It was quick and it was easy. On and off.
All right, Simi Walker up for Arizona State, the final athlete of this rotation.
Back up press straddle plunge.
Nice back up shadow plunge. Keeping his arms free of those cables. Fly into that handstand. All right, we are halfway through this competition. We're headed to the back three. And real quick, we're going to take a brief pause and watch a great video on how still rings is scored.
It has often been said that gymnasts are pound for pound the strongest athletes on the planet. Proof of that. Let's learn more about this incredible event. As with every event, these routines are built using 4 different types of skills, called element groups. Element group 1 is made up of all kip and swinging skills. Element group 2 is all strength holding elements. Element And, as we all know, element group 4 is all about dismounts. These routines normally begin with 1 to 3 incredible feats of strength from element groups 2 and 3. Then use element group 1 skills to break up the strength requirements, after which these gymnasts show more strength skills from groups 2 and 3. Then add 1 or 2 skills from group 1 in preparation for their dismount. Then, with their arms practically going numb, they add in their final requirement from group 4. Gymnasts must also perform a swing handstand on this event. Some of the less commonly known deductions on still rings include things like the hold requirement. All strength elements, including handstands, must be held for a full 2-second count to avoid a medium deduction. Must be completely free of the straps at all times, or the judges will deduct. An athlete may not perform more than 2 strength elements in the same position, such as the iconic iron cross.
All right, we are back warming up for rotation number 4. Ladies and gentlemen, I do have to tell you, we have just about low or high 60s, low 70s for the number of people watching this stream right now. That is incredible. We have a very hard time breaking 100 people watching the live stream. So make sure you call your friends, call your neighbors, call your teammates, get them on this live stream, check it out. What's going on here in sunny southern Arizona, because there's some exciting gymnastics headed into rotation number 4. The guys are finishing their 2-minute one touch. It's winding down right now, and we're going to enjoy KCU with SC United on floor. Washington taking to the pommel horse. Sun Devils taking to the still rings. Arizona State taking to vault. Bay Area Bandits will be headed to parallel bars, and the Rocky Mountain Mavericks will be taking on the pipe at high bar. All right, we are on right here with Sam from SCU. Alexi taking to the parallel bars for Bay Area. And JP, this is the rotation we need to watch for Bay Area.
Huge double back dismount for the Bay Area.
Very nice. Parallel bars is definitely one of their stronger events.
Very clean lines on that last routine as well.
Absolutely. Bradley Stroud taking the leather for the Huskies. Jackson Coronin taking to the high bar for the Mavericks. Sean, Arizona State throwing down. Bradley putting down a solid pommel horse routine for the Huskies there. Quick scoring lineup, Arizona State 166. Rocky Mountain Mavs holding on to that second place at a 145. Bay Area Bandits being the shocker, currently in third place also with a 145. And Washington coming in strong in fourth with a 145. With the Washington Huskies also at a 144. So this is going to be a tight battle between second, third, and fourth. On the still rings with Tucker Harris from the Sun Devil lineup. High bar Jackson is remounted for a big dismount. Just a small hop. Morgan Stump taking to the floor exercise for SC United. Huge short. Caden Peacock. See what Caden's got for us here. Yurchenko, double full to a solid landing. This is Evan Hymanson from Bay Area on the parallel bars. SC United.
Beautiful back 2.5.
Some great tumbling there on floor exercise.
Nice double front off P-bars for the Bay Area Bandits. Again, it's one of those dismounts that's just difficult to spot on the landing.
Absolutely. You're completely blind. You get to see it once as you leave the bars, and you might catch a split second of it between your two flips, but you are completely blind coming into that landing. Trevor Ruggieri taking the leather for the Huskies on pommel horse. Cody Myers taking to the pipe on high bar for Rocky Mountain. Beautiful circle shape from the Huskies here on horse.
Nice
no
wire
hip
over
angle.
on high bar.
Hunter Fletching coming in hot on vault. So much solid gymnastics, it's hard to keep up. Noah Campbell taking to the still rings for Sun Devils. Just nice, good, clean gymnastics from this Sun Devil lineup. This is what's known as a Maroon Team. It's almost like a junior varsity team. And they put up some good, clean gymnastics still.
Very clean gymnastics by Noah Campbell over on rings.
Absolutely. Alexander Trent taking the floor for SC United. Next up on parallel bars from Bay Area Bandits, this is a fun one. Reese Landsberger, another athlete that both JP and I got to watch grow up a little bit at the junior gym that we both work at. And we're going to keep a close eye on that parallel bar lineup. Isaiah coming in hot. State. Ethan Zenick on high bar for the Mavs. Very nice straddle to Kochev, exiting it with straight arms. That's very difficult to do. Big layout, full out. Just a small hop back. The Mavs are coming for it today. All right, Zach Murray getting ready to take to the horse for the Huskies. Very clean Tong Fei for the Huskies. What's called a Roth. Some really nice Russian-style travels. Putting it right up to that handstand. That was a great set for the Huskies. Captain Justin Smith coming in hot on vault for Arizona State. Arizona State is done on vault, putting up some great vaults. Quinn from the Sun Devils hopping up on still rings.
Nice stop shot.
Very rare element there. And JP right there, I don't know if parents at home or people at home can hear it. That's what warms my heart. There's a group of young boys sitting right behind us cheering on for Quinn as he brings home a stuck dismount for the Arizona lineup.
Got Reese over on P-bars.
This is going to be a fun one to watch. Dylan Schaefer takes the floor for SC United.
Opening with a huge double pike.
Reese, free hip to handstand, into a peach handstand. Here it is, whip it. So well
Beautiful
done.
whip it.
Pike to Evan McGrath. JP, Reese just caught that Moy support in a V hold. I don't think I've ever seen that.
The amount of strength that requires to stop like that is ridiculous.
Downed off into a nice giant. Here we go. Reese bringing home big double front dismount. Can he find?
It's on his feet.
Beautiful.
Huge set for Reese.
Fantastic to see. Love seeing that. Dylan Schaefer fighting hard for SC United on floor exercise.
Bringing it home with a nice back double full for SCU.
And that is a stuck dismount for SCU. SCU is one of those teams that definitely wavers. You know, some years they are crazy strong, and then other years they definitely struggle to kind of keep the difficulty up, and this year looks like a very strong year for them, so I'm very excited to see them at Western Conference Championships later in the season. This is Riley Lineman on pommel horse from Washington. It's a good fight from Riley. See, JP, I got to quit talking about pommel horse.
It's like you have a physical effect on them from this distance.
The commentator wizard of making people fall. All right, this is on still rings. Another Dochev.
Very clean Yamawaki. Two very clean Yamawakis.
Fighting hard in that handstand. Oh my gosh. Wow. That from Robbie. Ethan from Rocky Mountain up on high bar. And Alexander Kotnick from SC United coming up on floor. Some nice angle work from Rocky Mountain. Another virtual zero deduction pirouette work there from Rocky Mountain as he comes in for his dismount. Very solid. Double A full out. Savion from Bay Area taking to the parallel bars as we're with Alexander Kotnick on floor exercise for SC United. Very nice handstand hold for that non-acrobatic on floor.
Good, nice double back.
Absolutely. SC United is locked in on floor. They had a great rotation. This is Carter Hawthorne from Washington on pommel horse. And CJP, I say nothing and he stays on. I don't know what it is, but it's happened the last 2 years. Brandon from Sun Devils taking to the still rings. Very nice front uprise.
Beautiful open palm cross.
It's always nice when they can show that off and get those hands all the way open. Just showing the control. William Pierce coming in strong on parallel bars.
Wow.
Back toss to Stutz from William Pierce on parallel bars.
When was the last time you saw a back toss on P-bars?
It's been a long time since I've seen it done that well. All right, this is exciting. KCU taking to the floor with Brandon Mann. KCU has been putting out some great videos on their social media. These guys can tumble. So let's keep an eye right here on Brandon. First off is never going to be their strongest tumbler. This should be their consistent clean hit. It's what's known as their safety. This guy goes out. His only job is to get a nice clean hit set. So the bigger difficulty routines toward the end of the lineup can feel some security in going after their bigger skills. Jackson Eastwood taking to the leather for Washington on pommel horse. See what KCU has here. So he's wrapping up his floor routine. Going for that front layout, front full connection as this dismount, and just sits it down. Other than that, great floor routine for KCU. All right, JP, I wasn't talking about pommel horse. That one wasn't my fault, but a great fight.
Universe had something to do with that.
It was a great fight from Jackson. Again, this is one of the hardest things to do right here. He's got 30 seconds. He just slammed his knee into the pommel, fighting to stay on the horse for his team. He walks over to his coach. He gets 30 seconds to chalk up, calm down, and try to mitigate and clean up some of the deductions. So he's got to do the last couple of skills of his routine here better than he's ever done them to get some of that 1 point fall back. KCU next up on floor. This is Kasten Monser.
Jackson brought back a really good solid set on that horse after that fall.
And from a coaching perspective, that's exactly what you want to see your athletes do. He fell, he took his 30 seconds, he jumped back up and hit strong. Great job from the Huskies there on a pommel horse. Keyston Monster right here. Should be getting into their bigger tumbling like that right there. Arabian double tuck.
Followed by a double pike.
Nice non-acrobatic there from KCU on floor. Nice big back layout. Xander Agate taking to the leather for the Huskies. We'll get to his routine in just 1 second. Big front full front lay from KCU. Xander Agate finishing strong rotation for the Huskies on pommel horse. Super clean, super short set, but he fought all the way through to a nice handstand dismount. We are up with Josh on KCU. This is our final routine of rotation number 4 here at the Southwest Cup. This could be a big one. Watching him warm up, JP, I think we've got some big gymnastics coming our way from KCU here on the floor exercise.
That's also a tough break, being at the end of the rotation, having to hold all that pressure down, and also all of that excitement, you know.
Absolutely. I think it's like we were talking about earlier with the judges icing you out, being the last one up. You know, all these other guys are getting anxious, want to move to the next event. You know you're the last one up, and you know you kind of, there's just this assumed pressure on you, whether it's real or not. You definitely feel that pressure of the whole arena's eyes are on this routine right here. But there's also a buzz of everybody trying to rotate to the next event. Joshua Loudy, here we go. Let's see what he's got for us here on floor exercise. Massive double layout. Holy cow. Reminds me of our former teammate Ryan Dietzman's double layout. Looked just about exactly like that.
Also reminds me of our former teammate Anthony Mills. He also did double A.
That's correct. He also did a double A that looked like that. And fun fact, Anthony Mills is now an associate coach with the Arizona program. He's on the floor tonight. KCU putting down a great routine here.
Beautiful front handspring 1.5.
Big double tuck, small hop. Great wrap up from Josh there from KCU. All right, as the athletes prepare for their 5th rotation and start their time warm up, we're going to check out a quick video on how vault is scored. But first, we have a surprise guest for you guys. This is GymACT Commissioner Mark Bogaget is in the building with us. He's going to hop on. We're going to talk a little bit about some GymACT and what's going on.
All
There
right.
we go.
There we are.
Mark, thank you so much for joining us.
Hey,
today.
thanks for having me. It's awesome to be here.
All right, Mark, you are the GymACT commissioner. Give our viewers a little bit of a rundown. What does the commissioner's position do?
I don't know. I just walk around, try to smile and meet everybody. No, I mean, really, on the floor at nationals is kind of a big role, right? Just kind of make sure everything's running smoothly and the rules are being followed and all those kind of things. Just making sure that's handled correctly. Outside of that, I try to give good advice and as far as the future direction of GymACT, kind of think things through and help kind of guide decisions that we're making, whether it's rules or even just kind of North Star stuff, right? Like, hey, where are we going? What do we want to do with it? Kind of try to help with that. And, if there's a petition or something, try to stay, unbiased and really just do what's best for the athletes and best for GymACT in certain situations like that. So, it's kind of, we're kind of developing as we go what it's supposed to be, just like all at GymACT. It's always in flux and changing. So.
Right, and I like the way you explain that. It seems like the commissioner's role is very North Star based. Your job is to not get stuck on something smaller down, but keep the board and GymACT as an organization always looking to the future and what's, how is this role going to affect us 4 years from now? Is this going to help our growth? Is this going to hinder our growth, both in the development of skill of the athletes and also in the future of the opportunities. So do you have anything coming down the pipeline from GymACT that we can get excited about?
I mean, I think there's lots of things. I don't want to say something that doesn't happen, but I think you can see, it's really what the people in GymACT, what they believe, right? Is they love the sport. We want to promote the sport. We want to have more opportunities for post high school gymnastics. So anything that can give these guys more opportunity, give more opportunity to people that want to keep doing gymnastics, right? That love it. Those are the things we're looking for. So, we got new teams that are working on becoming part of GymACT. And we're at 15 teams, right? 15 GymACT teams and continuing to grow. So that opportunity is growing. Every team is growing. I think, in the past we've been like, hey, teams are fighting to get 7 or 8 guys. And we see most of the teams that have been around now 4 or 5 years with 20 guys on it, 15, 20 guys. It's really impressive. And you can see out here today, I mean, obviously Arizona State is still the class act, they've been at this a long time. They're still the thing everybody looks at and goes, that's what we want to be someday. But if you look at the rest of the competition, it's tightening up out there. There's talent all over the floor. Some of the newer teams, you look at Bay Area and SC's not quite as new, but they're still new compared to Washington and Arizona State, and Rocky Mountain, right? I mean, even Kansas City, who's a smaller team and starting, they got talent. They don't have the depth yet. That's all. Right, just need more kids, keep coming out to the sport, and you look at those scores; they're tightening up. I remember coming out to this meet, wasn't probably 4 or 5 years ago, and the third best team behind Washington and Arizona State was the Sun Devils, right? And now it's like, no, these other teams are out there, and it's just continuing to grow. We're going to split our camp this year into an East and West. So if people don't know about GymACT, they do a college-bound camp. We've been doing it for the last 4 or 5 years, where it's all high school kids come out, meet all the coaches. But it's gotten so popular that we're going to split it. We're going to do an Eastern camp and a Western camp, so we can get closer to people on the East Coast and give more opportunities for more athletes to see what it's all about, and hopefully join us here at GymACT. So that and some other things that are made a little more still in the works. I don't want to say anything, get ahead of us, but we're always looking to innovate and provide better opportunities for these guys. So
fantastic, Mark. Thank you so much for your time. We're going to go ahead and get back to the action here.
Yeah, let's get to the gymnastics. That's awesome. Thanks, Kevin, for everything you do. This is awesome. Good luck, guys.
Thank you so much. All right, JP's going to hop. We are headed into rotation number 5, where we have Rocky Mountain on floor. We have SCU and KCU SoCal. Oh my gosh, SC United and KCU taking to the leather on Palm Horse. Washington headed to rings. The Sun Devil lineup headed to vault, and parallel bars is going to be the Arizona State lineup with the Bay Area on high bar. So we are back in the action right here. Current standings, first place Arizona State with a 207. The Sun Devil lineup right now 194, and Washington in third with a 194. Bay Area Bandits also with a 194.5. Like Commissioner Mark told us, the teams are tightening up. All right, we are on high bar with Albert Chang from Bay Area. That was Robbie Taylor on vault from the Sun Devil lineup. And on rings from Washington, this is Everett O'Donnell. Up on parallel bars, Isaiah Arizona State. Big dismount from the Huskies. Full twisting double back, just could not quite find that landing.
Beautiful peach hand by Isaiah over on P-bars. Followed by, oh.
He wanted the DM and a quarter. So now, JP, the question is, does he repeat it? Does he go back after that element, or does he move on in the routine? What do you think?
It's difficult to say. I mean, he can easily go for the DM 1 1/4 again. He can easily replace it with just a DM, or he can move past it. I mean, it's a gamble, but it looks like he's going to be moving past it.
Absolutely. It'll be interesting. I have a feeling we're going to see another support skill right here from Isaiah.
Followed by another DM.
On floor, we're talking about Liam Madsen from Rocky Mountain.
Isaiah with a beautiful Healy.
It's a big skill coming into a dismount.
Double pike and a small hop on the landing.
Very nice. Liam Madsen on floor from Rocky Mountain Mavs. Big front 1.5. Finish off a strong floor routine. This is Ryan Gresby on a vault for Sun Devil. Sam Oren on a pommel horse for SC United. Pushing those hips open. I think that's one of the biggest things that most people don't understand about pommel horse. Every time you have that body reduction, they're like, coaches and judges are looking for those hips to be all the way open. Alexi from Bay Area taking to the high bar. As Drake Menzel from Washington takes to the still rings. Big pike to Kacha from Bay Area on high bar.
Followed by a straddle.
Into a Ginger, and it's caught, putting it right back to handstand. This is an exciting routine for Bay Area. Stalter to handstand. Full twisting double layout. That was a great high bar routine from the Bay Area Bandits. That was a laid out Hamna.
Right. Speechless is what I am.
I couldn't tell if he was going for a pike and left his hips open, or if that was an intentional laid out Hamna. That's the Yamawaki we've been talking about all night, that double front. It's 1.5 flips to support, followed by a front water in Washington. On parallel bars with Hunter Fletching from Arizona State. And Jackson Crowan on floor exercise for Rocky Mountain. Both these routines looking really clean. Coming into the end of the routine at the same time. What do you think, JP? Who's finding the stick for their team?
Oof. Rocky Mountain Mavericks had a great back 2.5, but it looks like he just couldn't put it down.
And Hunter Fletching for Arizona State went big for his double pike, fought for his landing, and ended up just a little short and hopped forward. So we're still on floor exercise with Jackson from the Mavericks.
Mavericks finished with a double back on floor.
All right, Omar on vault for the Sun Devils. Check this high bar routine out in that left-hand corner camera. This is Reese Landsberger competing for Bay Area Bandits. As Morgan Strump takes to the pommel horse for SoCal or for SC United.
Talk half over on high bar.
Really nice angles.
I believe the skill you did prior to that was a talk full.
I believe you are correct. Big straddle to Kochev there. In-bar Stalter, don't see that very often. Directly connected to the straddle version of the skill. Should be coming into a dismount here. Let's see what Reese has for us. Massive
Huge
double layout.
for the Bay Area Bandits.
It's going to be another great counted score for Bay Area there. Great to see Reese out here competing on the GymACT floor. SC United put up a great set there for Morgenstrom. I'll be giving you a standings update at the end of this rotation. As events move at different speeds, the scoreboard right now would not be very accurate because some events already have their 3 or 4 scores in, whereas others may only have 1 or 2. So I'll give a good standing update as soon as we are done with this rotation. A little bit of a lull. Waiting for Ethan Zenek from Rocky Mountain to take the floor exercise. We're waiting for Zach Murray to mount rings from Washington. And the final athlete from the Sun Devil lineup on vault is going to be Quinn. Here we go. Let's see what he's got for us. Big laid out Kazumatsu. The Sun Devils are done on vault. Will Howard on parallel bars, JP. This is going to be a fun routine to watch. Big straddle to 1 1/4. Into a nice peach. Good handstand line. Let's see what he's got here. Very nice studs. Big double front.
And it's a double front. Huge double front.
Very nice parallel bars from Arizona State there from Will Howard. Zach Murray on the still rings from Washington. And right after this routine from Washington, we would turn around and check out Ethan Zenek on the floor for Rocky Mountain. Very nice press here from Mr. Murray on rings.
Beautiful ring turnout.
Washington
is
is
on that dismount.
Yep, Washington is absolutely going for those landings, and they're unfortunately coming up just a little short on some of them, but you can tell they're going for their sticks, which is going to be really interesting to see them in a few weeks at the Western Conference Championships to see if that pays off.
And as these guys are coming towards the end of this competition, you also have to remind yourself that they've been here for quite a few hours, and they have to, go between that up and down phase of being mentally ready and waiting for the judges themselves to be ready. So it's a back and forth battle, not only internally but externally.
And I think that's one of the toughest battles these guys face, as we're on pommel horse with Dylan Schaefer and high bar from Barry Bandits, Evan Hymanson. But JP, as you were saying, I think it's really difficult, and you got to remember these guys came into the arena a little over 2 hours ago. They were here I apologize. They started competing 2 hours ago. They came into this arena almost 4 hours ago now at this point. They were here just a little before 5 o'clock. Huge trip area, and it's on his feet. Wow.
I was not expecting a triple.
Not a triple pike. That is what's called a Wittenberg, named after the famous U.S. gymnast Donnell Wittenberg. That triple pike off high bar. We were in the middle of a conversation, and we had a full, what I call an ADOG moment, attention deficit O gymnastics. That was a massive triple pike for Bay Area. And that was Bay Area's Evan Hymanson. Beautiful routine to a big, very, very big dismount. That was exciting to watch. All right, waiting with Riley Lineman on rings for Washington. Also waiting for team captain Caden Peacock to take to the parallel bars for Arizona State. This is going to be an exciting routine to watch right here on parallel bars. Caden is known to hit and hit hard in this building. You can see his whole team's right there with him.
Starting off strong with a peach hand. Solid Diamondov.
Riley Lineman taking to the rings for Washington. Caden's body lines on this event, nothing is out of place. It's just very, very beautiful gymnastics. Let's see what Caden can put down for a dismount here.
Very clean double pike.
Absolutely. Riley Lineman on Washington for the Huskies, or on rings for the Huskies. As William Pierce takes to the high bar for Bay Area. Keep an eye as we pivot that camera over to high bar. William Pierce has a very unique set of skills on high bar that we're going to have a lot of fun watching. Very nice for the Huskies. On floor, Evan McGrath, the final competitor for Rocky Mountain Mavericks. Nice, clean, full twisting double tuck. It's like Commissioner Mark Davis was, or wow, Mark Bogier was saying, the skill level of GymACT athletes has just gone through the roof. I mean, JP, you and I retired in 18, you retired in 19, and I remember being at this meet, and you know, double fulls on vault were about as big as it got. Straddled Kotchevs were as big as it got. Now we're seeing triple pikes, Kovacs, crosses, Maltese. It's crazy. William Pierce on high bar for Bay Area.
Large gymnastics.
Pierce struggling just a little bit on high bar. Here we go. We're going into check giants on high bar. Pull it all the way through that same mana shape that we saw on floor earlier.
Pierce struggling just a little bit.
Coming down on the bar, not the end of the world, minimizing those deductions for his team. We're on a horse with SC United with Alexander Kotnick. Jam hop out, directly connected to a pirouette for Pierce. Full twisting double off high bar.
Do a stuck dismount for the Bay Area Bandits.
Can never be mad about a routine that sticks, JP. Xander rings for Washington Huskies. And Sean taken to the parallel bars as Arizona State's final competitor with a beautiful to pelt. Beautiful cross there from Agate on rings. Xander Agate, known for his still ring work. Big laid out front full there from Arizona State to a strong stick. Solid routine for the Huskies there on still rings. All right, we are on Palm Horse with KCU with Chase. And JP, I think this is one of the greatest things I like about men's gymnastics specifically. KCU's out here with only 3 guys who apparently just refuse to,
give up.
I wanted to see him pull that thing around because the laws of physics were not applying to him. I'm pretty sure he swung through the horse a few times. But what I was saying is, look, you see all of SC United standing right there cheering him on. They're out here competing against each other, but they're actually out here cheering each other on when they're on the floor. It's great to see.
It's that level of camaraderie that a lot of these teams are coming into knowing nowadays. Gymnastics starting to come back as, you know, a sport that people can be a part of.
Absolutely. Fighting hard. Chase from KCU finishing out. The heart in that routine was unbelievable. We're on high bar with Bay Area's final competitor, Christian Reynolds. A Stalter there from Bay Area. Very nice endo, finding that handstand. All right, see if Beria can finish their day with a stick. Not quite a stick, but a solid high bar from Christian Reynolds of Bay Area Bandits. And our final competitors, second to last competitor of the rotation is going to be Drew Allen from Washington. All right, Drew Allen up for the Huskies on still rings. Back up rise to L-seat cross. Very nice back up rise to handstand.
Milwaukee.
Finishing with a strong dismount. Unfortunately, we missed Isaac Schultz from KCU on Palm Horse, but it was a solid routine. And we have one more routine of rotation number 5. This is going to be Keyston Monster from KCU on the Palm Horse. All right, directly following this routine right here, we're going to give a quick standings update because it looks like all the scores are in for the 5 up 4 count teams. Arizona State in first place with a 256.3, Washington 245.2, and Bay Area Bandits pulling up a third place with a 244.7, and Rocky Mountain Mavs close on their heels with a 240.2. KCU fighting to stay on the horse here. Keyston fighting with all of his heart to finish strong with KCU on pommel horse. All right, we're going to take a moment. We're going to check out a quick scoring video about high bar.
High bar is definitely the crowd favorite, and it's easy to see why. Let's dig into these incredible, high-flying, exciting routines. Gymnasts must perform skills from each element group. The most exciting of which is element group 2. This element group contains all release and flight elements. Element Group 3 is all in-bar and Adler skills. These are skills that bring an athlete close to the bar and then back out to full stretch. Element Group 1 is made up of all swinging and turning elements. And of course, element group 4 is the exclamation point of the routine, the dismount. These routines normally start strong with releases from Group 2. Then move into skills from Group 1 and 3. Then pick up steam at the end and wind up for some of the biggest and highest flying dismounts in the sport.
All right, we're back for our sixth and final exciting rotation. The athletes have about another minute to wind down their final 2-minute warm-up. So we are going to keep an eye on Bay Area Bandits on floor exercise. Rocky Mountain Mavericks will be taking a pommel horse. KCU and SC United will be on still rings. Washington will be headed to vault. The Sun Devil lineup will be headed to parallel bars, and Arizona State will be finishing with a flying high, action-packed high bar rotation. Before we do anything else, I do want to take just one moment and thank our production assistants, all from the Arizona State team. Aiden Meyer here hanging out with me. He's our spotter at our head table, making sure we keep an eye on who is up on each piece of equipment. And then our camera operators, Jethro and Austin, making sure that we catch as much live action as we can. So I just wanted to say thank you to those guys volunteering their time and their phones actually to make sure that we can bring all the action live to you here. We are headed into the sixth rotation, and it is a tight battle. You know, it's something I've been talking about in GymACT for years. The scoreboard has always had a big gap, but man, some of those races are getting in tighter and tighter. You know, the Arizona State lineup's a decent ways out, and at this meet, they're going to be hard to catch. Like Commissioner Mark said, they've been out here for a long time. Washington has always been tight on their heels, but now Washington's got a lot of guys right on their heels. So, JP, what are you looking forward to in this sixth and final rotation?
As funny as it's going to sound, I want to say an upset, but at the same time, you know, that's the beauty of it. And like you were saying, Arizona State has just been a program that's been around for a while. And a lot of these other teams that are starting to, you know, pop up are trying to gain that same momentum that ASU has had for years. So, you know, I'm an Arizona State guy. Like, I went there. I love Arizona State. They're my home. But, you know, there's always going to be someone that's out there working hard. You got to just find out who's working harder.
Absolutely. I think the upset's going to come in the second and third place spot. That's going to be the fun battle to watch. So again, here we go. We're going to turn our cameras off, let everybody at home just enjoy some great action from this sixth and final rotation of the Southwest Cup here in Chandler, Arizona. All right, Andrew Kirshner on floor exercise there for Bay Area. Ryan Grunsby just finished up for the Sun Devil lineup on parallel bars. Justin Smith taken to the high bar for Arizona State. Big Yamawaki to Ginger connection. Gavin Robbie taken to the pommel horse for the Mavericks.
Nice cross by Justin over on high bar.
Fantastic gymnastics from both Gavin and Justin on high bar and pommel horse.
Both beautiful sets by both guys. Very, like you've said before today, it's hard to watch multiple events at once and, you know, give people an idea of what they're witnessing.
Xander Agate hitting hard on vault for Washington. Beautiful laid out Kazumatsu. Very, very clean and nice, solid landing there. All right, we're waiting for Vance Mansion from SC United on the still rings. We're waiting for Robbie Taylor from the Sun Devil lineup on parallel bars. SCU has always had strong lineups on rings, especially here at the Southwest Cup. Very nice Kip L there, a little arm bend, a little bobble in the toes, but overall very nice.
Nice shoot hand.
Yep.
Just a little shy of the hand.
Fighting hard all the way to it, remaining calm and getting his credit. to a nice back layout stick. That is fantastic. And in this new code, you know, you just get the double value for your dismount. So guys that maybe are injured or maybe not have the greatest air awareness are not getting crushed nearly as bad as they used to for not having big dismounts. That was Riley Lyman on vault for Washington. As we join Bay Area Bandits, Ryan Edmondson on floor.
Big opening double pike for the Bay Area Bandits, followed by a double front full.
Alexander from Arizona State opening with what's called a Zulu Min on high bar. Nice V hold from Bay Area there in the acrobatic element group. Beautiful straddled Kacha from Arizona State. Here we go, big dismount. See if he can find a stick. Just a small hop forward. Robbie Taylor's up on parallel bars, coming in for a big double tuck dismount, and that's a stuck dismount for the Sun Devil lineup. There's a big double front from Ryan Edmondson there on Bay Area Bandits on floor exercise. Headed to vault. This is Oscar from Washington. Let's see what he's got for us. Big, what's called an Acopian or a double full there on vault. It's going to be a big score for Washington. It is a battle with Rocky Mountain and Bay Area for that second and third place spot. This is Keegan Sanders from Rocky Mountain.
Rocky Mountain's fighting over here on Pommel Horse.
What a
Beautiful
fight. Wow. As a coach, that just warms your heart when you see a guy just fighting his heart out. And it's not only for him, it's for his team, that's for sure. And that's what's bringing Rocky Mountain some great success today. Morgan Strupp taken to the still rings for SCU. See what Morgan's got here. Strong back uprise. Just short of that handstand.
Got Isaiah up over on the high bar right now. Large Yamawaki for Stalder. Sorry, Endo. Another Zuliman.
On floor exercise with Usman K from Bay Area.
Then we got a one-arm giant.
Isaiah's winding up for a dismount here. All right, Andrean coming in hard on vault for Washington. This is our final competitor of the entire competition. So it's going to be tough for them. Their scorer is going to go through the roof because he is a strong vaulter, and they're going to have all their vaults in. And so now they have to just sit back and watch and see if their team score is going to be enough to hold on to a podium finish here at the Southwest Cup. We're on parallel bars with Connor. And Ethan Zenek from Rocky Mountain taking to the pommel horse.
Back of price shuttle cut on P-bars. Haven't seen one of those in a while.
That was really big when you and I were competing, but you don't see him very often, but he does it very well. Ethan Zenek finishing up strong for Rocky Mountain on pommel horse. And then we're on rings with Dylan Schaefer from SC United. Dylan's looking clean over here on rings for SC United. Very nice front uprise. We're going to keep an eye on high bar. This is Hunter Fletching taking to the high bar for Arizona State.
Nice talk half from Hunter on high bar.
Straight to handstand, just couldn't quite put it over the bar.
Which is an unusual problem to have on a skill like that.
That is so true. Normally, the guys just cannot find a handstand to save their lives, let alone put it out early and have the calmness to just flip their hand and actually stay on the bar as they swing back down. This is Savon from Bay Area on floor exercise. So we're waiting for Quinn from Sun Devils to take to the parallel bars and Hunter to remount high bar from Arizona State. All right, Liam Matson taking to the pommel horse for Rocky Mountain. There's so much great gymnastics happening in this building right now. It's hard to keep up.
Hunter with a beautiful laid out, or straddled Tkachev on high bar.
Rocky Mountain with a fall on horse.
Little shake on that dismount by Hunter.
And then the Arizona State put up in their Sun Devil lineup, put up a solid stick there from Quinn. Taking to the still rings, this is Alexander Kotnick. Alexander's had a good evening. Let's see what he can do here from SC United as Rocky Mountain finishes up with a very nice dismount right here from Liam.
SoCal United's fighting over here on handstands on rings. Yamawaki from nothing. That was crazy.
Working through it. And that's what we've been saying all night. These GymACT guys just are made of a different breed. How well they can fight through things is unbelievable. Washington has their final score locked in at a 297.35. We'll find out if it's enough to hold on to a podium finish as SC United finishes with a strong stuck double tuck on rings. All right, we are winding down here. We only have about 6 or 7 more athletes to go. All right, we are on floor exercise. This is Ryan from Bay Area. And this is going to be an exciting one right here, JP. Caden Peacock, captain, taking to the high. Caden struggling a little bit right there, but staying calm.
Making it work.
Big half talk. Big release. Here we go.
Nice shot on Tkachev.
Nice Stalter.
Clean quast.
Here we go. Big dismount.
Dismount. Yeah.
Small for senior team captain Caden Peacock. Bay Area finish up strong. And on parallel bars from the Sun Devils, another guy you and I have gotten to watch grow up, Kamari Thomas. P-bars is his thing, so keep an eye on that P-bar camera as Kamari finishes out the evening for the Sun Devil lineup on parallel bars.
A nice peach hand by Kamari over on P-bars.
What an uncharacteristic fall from Kamari there as he swung out of that beautiful peach hand. So Evan McGrath on pommel horse for Rocky Mountain. Rocky Mountain back up, Kamari back up. Let's see what these two guys, both had a fall, can do to minimize those deductions through the second half of the routine. Big double tuck from Kamari, and that's a stuck from the Sun Devil lineup. See the whole team rushing in to congratulate him. We are taking to Alexander Trent from SC United for the final performance for them from the Still Rings. Beautiful Maltese here from SC United.
So back up rise cross. Some amazing lock arm work. Not only that, the ring turnout. See, what I just said was the same thing to you on pommels. Huge dismount by SCU.
Very nice to see them finishing strong. That locks in SCU's score. I'll give you an update on that once his score goes through. Looking for Christian Reynolds from Bay Area. This is going to be their final performance here on floor exercise. Nice big double tuck.
Right hand spring from full.
Arizona State's score is locked in at a 305.65. Christian working hard, showing off that artistry.
It's nice to see that balance between, you know, the big skills and also the stuff that requires a lot more of a finesse to it.
Absolutely, and a much more performance-based sport. It's great to see some of that coming back. Solid finish from Christian there tonight. Caleb from Rocky Mountain Mavs getting up on the horse for their final performance of the evening. Rocky Mountain struggle a little bit here. Let's see what they can do. I've got to quit talking about Palm Horse. I'm sorry.
You put out the bad juju on it.
I try not to, but for whatever reason, for years in this building, it's never anywhere else. It's only in this building that happens. Rocky Mountain finishing strong with Caleb right there. Rocky Mountain's done. They're going to lock their score here in just a minute. Our final two competitors of the evening are coming to us from KCU. This is Kevin Jansen from Kansas City United. Let's see what we've got here on Still Rings. Very nice kip to L, just a little bit of an elbow bend. Lowering into that cross. That shoot handstand that is so hard from a swing, but he finds it. Very nice press, staying free of the straps. Does the right thing, falls forward out of that handstand. And again, like we talked about earlier, sometimes the fight is necessary, but on that one, there's almost no way to come out of that right side up or scoring better without just coming down. So he's going to hop down. He's going to talk to Coach quick. He's going to settle down. He's going to hop back up. And he's going to finish strong for his team. Let's see what he's got for us here as he remounts the rings from Kansas City United. Big double tuck with just a small hop. That was a great finish from Kevin and KCU. All right, our final competitor of the evening is going to be Chase Mussman from Kansas City United, or the Kansas City Twisters, as they finish up strong in their first performance of the Southwest Cup. All right. Just going to give you a Rocky Mountain Mavs score update, but I'm seeing the coaches talking to the judges. It means there may be an inquiry that may change some things. Bay Area changing it up, coming in at a 292.6. They had a great night tonight, bringing home some really big gymnastics. Immediately following this final ring rotation or ring performance, stay right here live. We found a way last year to bring you guys a really solid quality version of the award ceremony. So if you're waiting to see your loved one or the seniors from Arizona State get acknowledged, or you want to see that awards presentation, keep it live right here. And again, thank you so much. We've held about between 40 and 60 people on this live stream, and that just tells me that men's college gymnastics is alive and well in this country, and that's so great to say because it's been a struggle to get here, and GymACT has been a great part of that fight. So make sure you hit the like and the subscription button. You don't want to miss any action, especially as we come into our last two premier events right here on the GymACT YouTube channel. We're trying to cover all the gymnastics we can, but we're putting our focus on a handful of events over the year and bringing them high quality. This is one of them. Then we will have the Western Conference and Eastern Conference Championships. We are going to try to stream them back-to-back live, just like we did last year. So make sure you hit that subscription button. And then the National Championship should be brought to you live right here as well. And some of the greatest presentation of gymnastics that is being done. So make sure you hit that subscription button because you don't want to miss a thing. Here we go. On rings with Chase Muntzman from KCU. Starting off with a nice front uprise. One of my favorite skills ever, the keki, that front uprise to forward roll, and he brings home a stuck dismount to finish. Ladies and gentlemen, that wraps the Southwest Cup right here from Southern Arizona. There's so much great gymnastics that happened tonight. Thank you all so much for being here. JP, what were your big takeaways from tonight's meet?
You know, college gymnastics has changed, especially since when you and I were competing, between the 2018, 2019, when we were finishing up. College gymnastics has changed exponentially. The new code has changed a lot of things. It requires a lot of, it's a it's a game of chess as well, as you compare it to, it's chess, not checkers. So there's a lot of different aspects to look into, but I think my biggest thing that I took away from it was, it felt like an actual college meet. Everybody was there for each other, regardless of how good the routine or how bad the routine was. Everybody was there for each other, and I thought it was a fantastic college meet all around.
Well, JP, I just wanted to say thank you so much. And we had a couple of technical difficulties. It was kind of hard for you and I to hear each other. Thank you so much for volunteering your time. That's a big thing everyone at home needs to understand is we are all volunteers here at GymACT. And we are here because we love the sport. We have a passion for it. Your program, and then we take our evening. We've been in this building for way more hours than we want to talk about this weekend, but we're here because gymnastics. So everybody that hung it out with us, thank you so much. JP, thank you so much. We're going to turn your camera over because to attend to here. JP, thank you so much for being on with us and volunteering your time to bring a great presentation of gymnastics to the parents watching at home.
Of course, thank you for everybody that was tuning in to watch.
Awesome. And Coach Tabor and I have some unfinished business to attend to here. So he's going to hop on. He's going to hop on the mic. We're going to talk about the Rocky Mountain Mavericks and a little bit version of Tabor time. All right, let's see if we can get him unmuted here. There we go. All right, Tabor, give us a 4-1-1 on the Rocky Mountain Mavs.
Well, it was a decent day. We had some tough horse there at the end, but always a fun competition here at the Arizona Classic, or the what's our official name of this event now, Kevin?
The Southwest Cup is the GymACT session.
Southwest Cup, yeah. So great meet. I feel like most of the West teams are here, probably except Texas, if that's accurate. So Bay Area looked real good. Washington and Arizona always a force to be reckoned with in the West. So. But fun competition and enjoyed it a lot. But if I'm not mistaken, I peeked up at that scoreboard after that vault rotation. I think we came up a little light, buddy.
You didn't at all. You came up out of that vault rotation in a strong second place. So Coach Tabor, slowing down.
Oh, I thought we had some. All right, boys. Love you guys. Appreciate the support and everything you're doing for the program, buddy.
Coach Saber, thank you so much. Congratulations on a great performance for Rocky Mountain, and we can't wait to see you right at the Western Conference Championships. Good luck on the rest of your season, bud.
All right, brother. Appreciate your time. Tabor time. I'm out of here.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, like I said, we're going to bring you the senior presentations and the awards presentation right here live. Keep that camera up. Keep this thing running live if you want to find out all the results from tonight's meet. It's going to be just a minute as we set up. I'm going to run some equipment over to make sure that you get a great presentation of that award ceremony. Congratulations to all of the tonight's athletes. Everybody's going home safe and healthy. That's what matters. And a great presentation of gymnastics from the GymACT organization. So like I said, like and subscribe right here on the GymACT YouTube channel so you don't miss a single thing, especially as we head into championship season. Good luck to all the athletes and congratulations on great performances. We will see you guys in just a few weeks at Western Conference Championships to see which GymACT team will duke it out for the greatest title ever, the best in the West.
It feels like a family that I get to interact with on a daily basis. When he grows up, he would like to run his own gym or do something in the world of gymnastics or sports. Something most people don't know about Justin is that he used to attend Super Smash Brothers tournaments. Everybody, Justin Smith. Next up, co-captain Caden Peacock, accompanied by his parents Becky and Brian. Caden is from Katy, Texas, and will be graduating in architecture with a desire to design residential homes. When asked why did he choose ASU, he said, "I chose ASU because I was accepted into the architecture school and it was one of the best in the nation, as well as falling in love with all aspects of the team, from the guys to the camaraderie to the coaches. He loves the bonds that he has made with the team. He says the team feels more like a brotherhood than a club. Caden is a two-time captain excelling on vault, parallel bars, and high bar, not letting both a knee and shoulder surgery keep him from completing a strong fourth year of helping lead this team back into the first place ranking. He's an All-American, placing second on P-bars at last year's Nationals. His favorite quote, "To persevere is important to everybody. Don't give up, don't give in. There's always an answer to everything." Louis Santorini. Something most people don't know about Caden, he was coached by his mother, Becky, for most of his early years as a gymnast. Ladies and gentlemen, Caden Peacock. Next, introducing our third co-captain, Will Howard, accompanied by his parents, William and LaShondra. Will is from Chicago, Illinois, and will be graduating in sports science and performance programming. Will won floor at the Southwest Cup his sophomore year and is currently ranked third on floor in the GymACT, ready to make the All-Star team. Best thing about being on this team, he loves being able to compete with such a good team, supporting each other. When asked what he wanted to be when he grew up, he said, "a lemon pepper stepper." Something most people don't know about Will, he can play the trumpet and the ukulele. His favorite quote, "There is nothing noble in being superior to your fellow man. True nobility is being superior to your former self." Ladies and gentlemen, Will Howard. Next, we introduce Nikki Franz, accompanied by his parents, Anna and Peter. Nikki is from Wheaton, Illinois, majoring in sports management. He chose ASU to have the opportunity to continue his gymnastics career, competing at the college level and representing ASU and his team. His favorite quote, "Strength does not come from winning. Your struggles develop your strengths. When you go through hardships and decide not to surrender, that is strength. Arnold Schwarzenegger. When asked about being on this team, he notes the brotherhood, motivation, helping each other out, and working together with the same goal. When he grows up, he wants to become a general manager of a sports team and become a sports attorney. Something most people don't know about Nicky, he used to play hockey. Ladies and gentlemen, Nicky Franz. Next, Zach Litwin, accompanied by his parents, Don and Rob. Zach is a local right here from Quinn Creek and actually just graduated this past December in computer science. He is mindful that one of his greatest achievements to date has been successfully balancing academics and athletics and graduating with a 3.9 GPA while competing at a high level in gymnastics. His favorite quote, "It is a shame for man to grow old without seeing the beauty and strength of which his body is capable," Socrates. When asked about the best thing about being on this team, Zach has really enjoyed traveling to competitions and representing the team with pride. Zach wants to be a computer systems engineer, designing and optimizing high-performance computing systems. So something everyone should know about Zach is that he needs a job. He's available for an interview right after awards. Ladies and gentlemen, Zach Litwin.
All right. Thank you, Daniel. I just want to take a quick second, and I'm not going to say something individually about each guy. That'd take me all night. But I just want to say that these guys have been the epitome of 4 years, some 3 years, but they're finishing something they started many years ago, and it's gone really fast. And every time they come into the gym as a freshman, I say, you better make a use of every day you have because it's going to go real fast. So I know you're looking back now and go, man, where'd those 4 years go? But I'm just real proud of you guys for hanging in there, pushing through a lot of adversity, and being on this team is no easy task. You guys work your tails off every weekend setting up equipment in gyms like this, and then you compete. And then we tear it down on Sunday night, well, Monday night on this one. But you guys work really hard. So for you athletes, you seniors, you deserve recognition right now by going, great job. Parents, I say the same thing to you guys. Put up with these guys and their gymnastics ever since they were little kids, and you push them all the way through, and the perseverance and the support that you guys have, I know they couldn't do it without that. So, good job, parents. Thank you very much for all you do and being proud of them. So let's give all these guys a great big hand. Seniors today, Arizona. So with that, thank you for Elliot right here, who put all the videos together. Last minute, good job, Elliot. And I also want to say a special thank you to such a great crowd that came. I know a lot of people left already, but great job. You guys are the bomb. Good job, man. And here's Daniel to hand you out the awards.
And with one more moment to make sure you finalize the boards, and then we will get right on our way. All right, athletes, when I call your name, please step out and be recognized, and the first place winner on each event come all the way out to the middle of the floor to receive their award and remain there until all awards are given. Presenting the awards tonight is ASU Team Alumni NCAA All-American on floor 1978 and current Sun Devil board member, Steve Economides. Without further ado, on floor, with a third place tie with a 13.1 from Rocky Mountain and Washington, Ethan Zenick and Xander Adjik. In second place, with a 13.3 from Washington, Bradley Stroud. And in first place on floor, with a 13.4 from Arizona State, Evan Lacey. Athlete, salute. On to Palmers. In third place, with a 13.1 from Washington, Carter Hawthorne. In second place, with a 13.15 from Arizona State, Justin Smith. And in first place, with a 13.3 from Arizona State, Mark Davis. Athlete, salute. On rings, in third place, with a 13.0 from Arizona State, Evan Lacey. In second place, with a 13.25 from the Bay Area Bandits, Xavier Pereira. And in first place, with a 13.6 from Washington, Drake Mizell. Athlete, salute. And on vault, in third place, with a 13.65 from Washington, Andrea Facundo. In second place, with a first place tie, with a 13.85 from Arizona State, Isaiah Millett. And from Rocky Mountain Mavericks, Everett McGrath. Athlete, salute. On parallel bars, in third place, with a 12.55 from Washington, Jack Miller. In second place, with a 13.1 from Arizona State, Will Howard. And in first place, with a 13.35 from the Bay Area Bandits, Reese Lansford. Athletes, salute. On to high bar. In third place, with a 12.7 from Arizona State, Caden Peacock. In second place, with a 13.3 from the Bay Area Bandits, Reese Lansberger. And in first place, also from the Bandits, with a 13.9, Evan Hymanson. Athletes, salute. In all around. In third place, with a 72.2 from Washington, Riley Lineman. And with a first place tie in all around with a 73.1 from Rocky Mountain Mavericks, Ethan Zeman, and from Arizona State, Hunter Flexi. Athletes, salute. And one last recognition before we get on to all around. Can all of the first place individual medalists and all arounders head back out to the middle of the floor, please? Ladies and gentlemen, these are your Southwest Cup champions for this evening. Athletes, salute. And on to the team award. In third place, with a 292.6, the Bay Area Bandits. Joining them on the floor in second place, with a 297.35, Washington. And in first place, with a 305.65, Arizona State. Athletes, salute. Ladies and gentlemen, that is a wrap for this year's Southwest Cup meet. Thanks for coming and joining us. Hope you had a wonderful time. Let's hear it one last time for these athletes.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this concludes this version or this stream of GymACT Live. Thank you all so much for supporting. Again, please hit that like and subscribe button so you don't miss any action. We will see you here live on the GymACT YouTube page for Western and Eastern Conference Championships in just a few weeks. Thank you all so much. Congratulations to our athletes, and have a great night.